The first lab activity of this practical is to build a parallel circuit of resistors on a breadboard. Now as you can see here, we have these three resistors because we are going to build this circuit on a breadboard unit. And here I have this power supply, and here I'll use this multimeter for measuring current, voltage and resistance, and here I'll use these jumpers for connections. Now look at this breadboard. Now all these holes on a breadboard, they are vertically connected. Okay, so how you are going to build your circuit here? As you can see here, we want to connect three resistors in parallel. Now first you will connect one resistor randomly. As you can see here, I have connected this first resistor here. Now how I am going to connect second resistor? Now I have connected this second resistor like this because I have mentioned earlier that all these holes, they are vertically connected. And here in this circuit diagram, as you can see, resistor 1 and resistor 2, their first and second terminals are connected. So here these terminals of both resistors, they are connected now. Now I'm going to connect third resistor here. Now this is how you're going to connect third resistor here. Okay, now all these three resistors are in parallel to each other. Now as you can see here, positive terminal of this battery is connected in series to this resistor 1. So here, now this is the positive terminal of this supply, so I have connected this terminal here to this first terminal of resistor 1, and I'm going to connect this negative terminal here to this terminal of resistor 1. So this is how it looks. Okay, so these are your connections in parallel configuration on a breadboard. Now your second lab activity of third practical is to build a series circuit of resistors on breadboard, and this is how the circuit diagram looks like. Okay, now we are going to build this circuit on this breadboard here. Now here I have connected this first resistor randomly on this breadboard. Now I'm going to connect second resistor here. Now I have connected this second resistor here because we know that in series configuration, one end of two resistors is connected. So as you can see here, one end of these two resistors is connected here. Now we will connect third resistor here. Now this is how your third resistor is connected. Now all these three resistors are in series. Okay, now we will connect battery here. This positive terminal of battery is connected to resistor 1. So here our connection will be like this. As you can see here, this positive terminal of battery is connected to resistor 1, and here in this circuit diagram, negative terminal of battery is connected to second end of resistor 3. So now here this circuit looks like this. Okay, so this is how you are going to build a series circuit of resistors on a breadboard. Now you have to fill this table for both measured and theoretical cases. First we'll talk about theoretical measurements. Here the values of all these resistors, they are known because as you can see they are 4-band resistors, and you can use this chart for finding out their values. Okay, according to this chart, here two resistors are of 10 ohms and one resistor is of 120 ohms. These two resistors, they are of 10 ohms, and this resistor, it is having 120 ohms value. Okay, now you are giving fixed voltage here. As you can see here, voltage is 1.4. so how you are going to find current? You will use Ohm's law for finding current for these values. Okay, now after finding out the values of current, you will fill this table. Okay, so these are your theoretical values. Now what about measured values? For measurements, you will use this multimeter. Okay, now I'm going to measure the value of this resistor using this multimeter. Okay, according to these bands, the value of this resistor is 10 ohms. Okay, now first I'll set this control knob here. Now we know that the value of 10 ohms is less than 200, so the knob is set like this. If I will use a resistor having value of 220 ohms, then I'll set this knob to 2k. Okay, so this is how you are going to set resistor range. Okay, now look at probes. Here this black probe is connected to COM socket, and here red probe is connected here to this socket because we want to measure ohms. Okay, now I'm going to connect these red and black probes to this resistor's terminals for measuring its value. Now here I have connected these leads to the terminals of this resistor, and as you can see here I'm getting the value of 10.3, which is approximately equal to 10 ohms. So this is your measured value and 10 ohms was your theoretical value. Now for measuring voltage value across each resistor, you will put red probe here to this terminal of resistor, and you will put black probe here. Okay, then after putting both of these probes here, some value will appear on this multimeter. So this is how you will measure voltage across all these resistors using multimeter. Now for measuring current using multimeter, as you can see I have opened this circuit, and here now I'll put this red probe here to this terminal of this resistor, and I'll put black probe here to this terminal of this resistor. Now it means I have added this multimeter in series in this circuit, and after putting these probes together, some value will appear on this multimeter. Again you will set this knob here, and you also have to change probe here because here you are measuring current. So it means this red probe will now be connected here to this socket, okay? And here this knob, it will be rotated like this, okay? Here I have set this knob here in current range, okay? So this is how you are going to measure current across each resistor using this multimeter. And then after measuring all the values of resistances, voltages and current, you will fill this table of measured value, okay? So this is how you are going to measure your values. If you want to build this circuit on a breadboard unit, so how you are going to connect your resistors in this case, as you can see here, this resistor 1 and resistor 2, they are in series, and resistor 2 and resistor 3, they are in parallel. So let's start building this configuration. Here I have connected this first resistor randomly on this breadboard. Now I am going to connect second resistor. As you can see here in this circuit, second resistor is connected in series with resistor 1. So this resistor is connected like this, okay? Now these resistor 1 and resistor 2, they are connected in series. Now as you can see here, resistor 3 is connected in parallel. So now resistor 3 is connected like this, okay? As you can see here, resistor 1 and resistor 2, they are in series, and resistor 2 and resistor 3, they are in parallel to each other. Now we are going to connect the battery here. Now look at this circuit diagram. Here positive terminal of battery is connected to first terminal of resistor 1. It means this positive terminal of battery is connected like this to resistor 1. Now we are going to connect negative terminal of the battery. As you can see here, negative terminal of the battery is connected to resistor 2. So here we are going to connect this negative terminal like this, okay? So now this circuit is built here, okay? So this is how you can build any circuit on this breadboard, okay? So this was your practical 3